Track and manage sales from lead through account with SP CRM. Built on Office 365, leveraging SharePoint and Microsoft Teams. SP CRM is a solution that is part of SP Workplace Solutions from SP Marketplace. SP Workplace Solutions transforms your Office 365 into a digital workplace. You can assemble solutions from the different modules, and you can purchase them separately or together in an integrated digital workplace solution. In this demonstration, we'll take a look at the CRM product. When we take a look at the typical sales tools that many small to medium companies use, a lot of times it's Excel, it's manual processes, it's documents spread all over people's hard drives and that type of thing. And it can be very time consuming and a manual process. And it actually doesn't help the whole customer relationship model that you have. And after a while, what we find is chaos. Missed leads, forgotten contacts, no shared notes or stumbling over each other, especially if you have any type of team sales model. Documents are all over the place. It's difficult to get a handle on what your pipeline or forecast looks like. Poor handoffs to customers and chaotic communications. All of this actually can impact greatly your business. The SP CRM solution provides a single point of sales and marketing management through the entire sales process. It has support for the entire sales cycle, from managing marketing campaigns and programs and collateral to sales through leads, opportunities, accounts, managing contacts, the related documents, and forecast and reporting. And then finally, once you close the sale, account management, managing contacts and documents, follow-up, and you can link to our projects or customer service module for a complete integrated solution. Now, we actually deliver this through role-based workspaces. So we look at each role in the sales organization and marketing organization. So there's a marketing workspace where marketing can focus on their activities. Each sales rep can have a My Territory sales workspace, as well as management has a sales management workspace where they can see what's going on. And then finally, once the account becomes a customer, you can have either separate account management or bring that into your My Territory process and My Accounts. Like all of our products, this is an out-of-the-box ready solution built on SharePoint and MS Teams and leveraging the Power Platform with Power Automate, Power BI. And this allows us to leverage over 650 different connectors to different systems. It could be anything from MailChimp to ERP systems as well. And they are all native no-code solutions built on top of the Office 365 platform. The users can access it through SharePoint or MS Teams, and it runs on all mobile devices. Best of all, for those of you that have somewhat unique sales process requirements, it's 100% customizable to support your unique sales process. So let's take a look at a live demonstration of SP CRM. Okay, let's take a look at the SP CRM product from a demonstration perspective. When the user comes in, whether it be a sales rep, a sales manager, marketing manager, there are several roles. They come into the home page here. And at the home page, this does more than just track sales things. It's actually a collaborative portal for the sales team to use. So you can put staff announcements on here. For instance, there's solar credits for 2021. And we're actually, in this scenario, a solar company, a regional solar company that does commercial solar, called Radiant Solar. And it recognizes who I am coming in, and what we see here will actually change. It's a little bit hard to demo because there are several roles that we'd have to do. But just know that certain things will show up for certain audiences. The whole key thing here is to use this as a communication page with department news. There is a staff calendar for any meetings, those type of things too. You want to be able to let the person get to the different things like their calendar, their email, and so on. And this is actually part, you're in SharePoint here and using it as well. The other interface that you can choose to use is in Teams. And so if I go into Teams here, I'm in the sales team. Now, this site that we're looking at, if you can see it says 6 members here, is actually the SharePoint site behind the team. And so from Teams, I can also get to the CRM portal here as well. And I can get to files that we share as well, so collateral and policies and templates and tools as well. And there is also what we call workspaces. So in the general one here, this is the My Sales Territory workspace, which has everything I need to manage my territory from Teams. The same thing is true for SharePoint too. There's the My Sales workspace. And all of this also works on mobile. It's a natural part of SharePoint and Teams. What we'll go through in this demonstration is we'll show you kind of behind the scenes what's being tracked. So it tracks actually leads, which can then be qualified into opportunities. This is where most of the sales work happens. And then when you win the account, into accounts. And of course, in really account-oriented or account management-oriented sales models, you might load all your accounts here, and then when there is new sales opportunities in accounts, you can generate them right back here. Now, cross-referenced with all these, we'll see that there is contacts, sales documents. There's also a sales resources library, as you can see here. This is where you'll get to templates, collateral, those type of things. It's actually the file library that's shown up in Teams. There is a sales calendar, sales links, and sales tasks. There's actually task tracking within this as well. So that's what's behind the scenes for the salespeople. For marketing, there is a marketing portal or workspace that they can manage campaigns. They can have an events calendar, have marketing docs and collateral development, and track marketing tasks too. So it's not meant to be a heavy duty marketing capability there, but it is very useful in tracking marketing activities. And then from here, we can see that there are role-based workspaces. And one of the things that happens with the product is that we have audiences on this menu structure. And so a salesman may come in, they won't see anything else here but My Sales. And these are workspaces designed for the person coming in and gives them everything related to their role. So for instance, my leads, my opportunities, my accounts, and my sales calendar, my appointments, all that type of things, and even tasks as well. Whereas if we look at a sales management workspace, again, only sales management can get into this, then it's much more oriented to the pipeline, looking across the pipeline, getting to the sales dashboard, and so on. So what we'll do in the demo here is to actually, this is a playlist, and we'll break it up into different sections by different roles here too. And so we'll see that we'll have a sales person demo, we'll do sales management demo, as well as marketing demonstration too, as well. So this is just kind of an introduction, and again, you can do it through Teams, you can do it through SharePoint. And we're keeping track of sales processes is the main focus of what we're doing, and pipelines and so on. And we're allowing, especially for team sales, to have conversations and share things in Teams, but also there's common notes and other things we'll see in the opportunities list. So that's a baseline kind of start or tour overview of what the CRM product has in it. The next video you'll see in the list will actually go through what's behind the CRM, behind the scenes. We'll take a look at what's in leads and opportunities and accounts. And then we'll take a look at also what's it by different roles, by the salesman role and so on. Okay, so that's kind of an introduction to our sets of demos here. Okay, for the next part of our demo, what we're going to look at is the behind the scenes. What is it actually tracking? Okay, regardless of who is using it from a role base. So again, what we're really doing is we're tracking leads, and leads can turn into opportunities, and opportunities can turn into accounts. And then we're cross-referencing this other information, such as all contacts, sales docs, and so on, with the sales activity or the sales account, depending on where it's at in the process. So first of all, let's look at leads. One of the most common things is to capture leads from your website, say from a web form. And we have a add-on that you can do that you can actually create that web form on your website to capture the leads into the system. Another way we can capture leads is through email. You can forward email and put some lead information in as well too. And you can also upload from an Excel spreadsheet too, different lead information. So let's take a look at leads here. So when a lead comes in, you can set it to notify somebody that a lead has come in. Maybe you have a lead processor person or something like that. Now, if you don't need to use leads, you can actually hide this. If you want to go right to opportunities, if you're in account management, you have a limited number of accounts, you can even eliminate the leads or hide the leads if you want. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to follow an account here through, and this is Cedarville Shopping Center, and originally came in as a lead, and we'll take a quick look at this. And we see that we capture the information from the form. You can also cross-reference when somebody's processing the lead and reviewing it on where it came from. It may have been from a marketing campaign that was created in the system as well. There's also notes so that you can actually take notes and as you follow up with the lead. But the key thing here is what you're doing is you're going to basically qualify. Is it qualified or not qualified, and should it become an opportunity? Okay, and in this case, this became an opportunity. Now, one thing I'll make a note of is the fields you see here are the out-of-the-box fields, but we can easily change and add fields in the system. It is very flexible and allows you to do that so that you can capture the data that's relevant for your unique business and sales process. And what we're looking at here is what's called a SharePoint list. And the nice thing about this is you can actually go in just like a Excel spreadsheet, and you could say, look, I only want to see those that have been turned into opportunities, and filter right from here. And now I can see just those. I could also go look at them in many different ways. Let's look at, how many leads did we have by month here. We could look at leads by source, by campaign, any different way you can look at your information through what we call list views. And typically in a database type solution, you have to ask for a report or something like that. This allows you to look at it almost like a Rubik's Cube in any way. Now, once a lead is qualified and the Cedarville Shopping Center was qualified, then it can actually be made into an opportunity. And an opportunity is where most of the tracking and the work is done in the sales process. So now we see Cedarville has come over as an opportunity. We can see we have a number of opportunities here that we're looking at, and it's keeping track of information like what's the probability, what stage are they at. You can actually have different stages. Forecast date, the amount, what products and services. There you have a products and services catalog here. Should it be forecasted? When should it be forecasted? Even follow-up dates as well as next step and so on. So that this is really for the sales rep and sales management to track where things are at. So now let's take a look at Cedarville here. It copies the information from the lead over to the opportunity. And we see here, and by the way, you can also attach things. Here's attachments if you have forms or something like that that come in with it. But here we can see that you have different statuses here of the opportunity and what it ends up as, deferred, won, lost. You can actually link it to an existing account. This is actually an existing account, Cedarville Shopping Center. You can again put in product and service and so on, and this is mostly brought over from the leads. The real work is done under the Opportunities tab. And this is where you can go in and again set the status, but you can put in a total amount. You can say whether it's forecasted or not. This is kind of a count on type thing, and it's part of your sales process. You can put in a forecast date. That way we can do, this is our best guess at a date as well. And this one's closed, so it actually put in a close date. Here's a very important thing. Next contact date and what the next step is. That'll be part of the sales rep's daily ritual of going through contacts today. What's the probability of this? This actually relates to forecasts too. You can say if it's over 80%, I want it to be a forecast. You can also add stages, okay, so that it fits your process. These are some out of the box stages, but you can add your process to this, and you can assign it to a territory and a sales rep as well. All notes here are actually date and timestamp. So if you have multiple people working on the account, they can share information. There was a kind of a main contact here, but you can add contacts as you go along here just by going in and saying add new contact, and you can fill out and put a contact into there as well. You can even assign tasks here, and I can go in and, you know, if I need somebody to develop a proposal, I can ask them to develop that, and I can see the status of these, and I can open up these forms at any time. And then finally, here's sales docs. And anytime we create sales docs, they can be put in here and cross-reference proposals, quotes, and so on. These are all in the sales doc library, but we're cross-referencing them specifically for this account. So this is what we mean by managing the opportunity. And of course, from here, you also have many different views that you can look at across opportunities. So once again, I could look at opportunities by forecast by month. Here, I could go in and even, you know, do filtering here. I only want to see, you know, ones that are of a certain stage, for instance, there. I could go in and look at my pipeline, which is the entire set of opportunities by month here, and see what that totals up as well. So again, just like leads, I could go in and really get a good view across all of my accounts there. So that's opportunities. Now, one other thing too is there is a dashboard we'll look at when we go into workspaces here, or actually let's look at it right now because that's kind of important. So we leverage Power BI, which is part of Office 365, to create this dashboard. And you don't need to have Power BI Pro licenses for everybody. We put out an HTML version of this so that anybody can get to it that is supposed to get to it. But this allows you to see where you're at in some things. We're missing some areas here just from demo data. But you could go in and say, hey, I'm interested in particularly June. It'll change everything for you dynamically. And of course, here's other things, leads by month, leads by in the last 30 days, order history, and so on. And this is totally customizable as well, just like the lists and the report views are. So if we go back to our opportunities list here, the next stage really is when they close the deal. And once it's closed, the system will automatically make them account or update an account. And you see that Cedarville Shopping Center is an account over here. So if I were to open this up, now I'm actually into the kind of customer management side of this, of managing them as an ongoing account here. So I have, again, account information here, billing address, shipping address. If this isn't relevant, we hide that. Products and services that they have, any notes about the accounts, contacts come over, tasks can be added, and any documents also come over. And you can see also and create new opportunities from existing accounts as well, just by pressing this. So again, you can manage across accounts as well too. Now, if we go over here, what's happening behind the scenes is we have our, kind of sales cycle main list that we're doing. These are all cross-referenced with a total contacts list, sales docs. So here's all sales docs. And you'll see that, some of them are related to different prospects and so on. But because it's part of Office 365, you also can go in and use things like Power Automate to request sign-off of proposals from, say, the sales executive, and automate some things. You can also set reminders if there's a due date on the dock or something like that too. And that's the same with anything. But what we're doing here is, again, we're tracking everything related to an account or opportunity. There's also a sales resources library, and this is where you can actually get at things like collateral, marketing templates, sales tools, those type of things. And we'll see those actually exposed in the workspaces. There's a overall sales calendar out here that is for booking booking meetings and those type of things as well too. Okay, and key thing here is, again, remember, all of this is available through Teams as well. So the same calendar, the same files are all part of Teams too, and can be viewed through either SharePoint or Teams. So we also have sales links we'll see over in the workspaces when we get to the role-based workspaces, and that task tracking. So remember, we were assigning tasks at different points. This is where we can look across all tasks and see who's assigned what to. So in the next video in the playlist, we'll be covering workspaces, what it looks like based on role, my sales workspace, sales management workspace, marketing workspace, and so on. Behind the scenes also, by the way, there is campaign management and marketing, kind of like marketing project management, event calendar, marketing documents. This is where you can develop collateral and so on, and track marketing tasks separately as well too. So that is kind of a view behind the scenes of our CRM. Let's in the next video, we'll take a look at it by role in workspaces. For those of you that are leaving us at this point and not going on to the next video, remember, you can see much more information on spmarketplace.com about our CRM or any of the products that are part of the SP Workplace Solutions. This product set is really designed to provide an integrated business set of solutions that transform Office 365 into a digital workplace.